Hello fellow tube surfers, this is Bubba Drew, and welcome to Reckless Driver. I'm gonna have to turn that down a little bit. If you grew up like I did, there are two things that contributed to your interest in cars and racing and driving and all that. Number one is The Love Bug from 1968, aka Herbie. That movie was my childhood. And as far as games are concerned, you had games like Midtown Madness and Power Slide and Monster Truck Madness, Motocross Madness, just about all the games you could get for computer back then in the early days of PC. But yeah, this game is called Reckless Driver. And it promises to bring back that era of Midtown Madness, not only with the whole cruising, blitz racing, checkpoint racing, and circuit racing, but it also promises to bring back the modability that you could do, which unfortunately I never experienced with Midtown Madness. So let's jump right into this, shall we? Oh, the sounds are almost exactly like Midtown Madness as well. That's something. And, oh, okay, there we go. I'm a little bit concerned about that because, you know, they're like Midtown Madness, but Microsoft isn't really doing anything with that license at all. I think the only mode you can really do is cruise, but I stand to be corrected. As you can see, we got an interesting vehicle selection screen. The Mari 832B, which appears to be like a little mid-engine or rear-engine sports car, like a 914 or something. A Metro bus, kind of obvious what that is based off of. It's a bus. And the Max R500. It's like it looks almost exactly like the model for Midtown Madness for the Ford F-350, but then again, that might just be me. Anyways, let's just start out with the Mari for now, and let's get right into this. There's the map, by the way. Alright, so... Oh yeah, there's an opening narration, that's cool too. So, a little bit of backstory here. I go back and forth usually to check and see if the recording's alright and stuff, but the thing is when I did that, the game kind of locked up and I had to Alt F4 out of it. So yeah, that's the thing. Anyways, pretty simple controls. You got the arrow keys to drive. You can also use WASD, which is actually pretty handy. What the heck is going on with that texture? Okay, well, first crash. The spacebar is... Okay, that's a bit loud. And a bit violent for going over a curb. Look at this. But yeah, it's... I must note that this is the tongue. This is a very, very early build. So don't criticize it. I personally like the idea of creating a game that, in spirit, is like Midtown Madness. Is that building? The Sears Tower or something over there? Weird. Looks like an L-train system here. How fast do we... Oh, that's 140 right there. Probably even more now. 160. Okay, I think I better stop. E-brake won't work. Holy crap. It's a spiraling car right there. Oh, look at that. It's got like a dynamic damage model as well. That's actually really cool. That's something that Midtown Madness didn't really have. It's just like a texture type damage system. Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be like this, kind of buggy as far as visuals are concerned, but then again, it might just be me and my computer, because as far as freeware and such, I don't really have the best luck. There was something back there. Oh, geez, ice cream truck. That's a hit and run right... Oh, I can't really say that because I'd be hypocritical saying that. J-turn. Oh, you've been doing pretty well in this game. Alright, this wasn't really anything. There's a road here. That's nice. Okay, well, I've fallen into the oblivion. Alright, so we're back to where we started, and I actually learned that there's some different daytime and weather settings as well. I mean, I noticed them at first, but I didn't think they would actually work. And it appears as though this is working. As you can see, we changed out the sports car for the dually pickup truck, as you can see. Oh, can I jump this? Oh, cool. Look at that. Okay, those are non-climbable stairs. Non-climbable isn't a word, but I made it up, so yeah. I don't know. I say things, okay? Oh, is that a Alright, so there's one other vehicle that I have not driven yet, and that is the city bus, or metro bus as it's called in the game. I decided to turn snow on, but I am now under the impression that that was a mistake, because I'm focusing on the snowflakes more than I'm focusing on driving. This is weird. Also, this is a pretty nimble bus for, well, being a bus. Just, okay, well, that's a curb right there. There's traffic vehicles here and there. Okay, we're redlining. But yeah, I heard that it was actually pretty easy to make mods for this game. It's just, you know, I don't know how to code things and integrate them into a game. I've never made a mod before. Heck, maybe this game will be a start. I always talk about, you know, adding some unusual or interesting cars into games. And you know, maybe this game is like an opportunity for me. Maybe I could make those kind of unusual and obscure vehicles and put them in this game, and it's a possibility. I'm gonna see if this bus can drift. Let's do it. Okay, the handbrake, I noticed something rather odd. The handbrake locks all of the wheels, not just the rear ones. So it's more like a... Oh geez, the bus just turned into water there for a second. Oh geez, we're entering hyperspace. Okay, so that happened, that's for sure. Yeah, one thing that I cannot hammer home more than I have is that this is an early build, people. So, of course it's going to be glitchy, of course it's going to be unfinished. But I have a feeling that I didn't install it right or something. I mean, the thing is some people would take a look at this and say, oh, this looks awful. But I just kind of take a look at it as far as the concept is concerned. And any game that, you know, promises to bring back the gameplay that Midtown Madness had, I fully support that. And no matter how many times you fall into the oblivion, no matter how many times the textures glitch out or disappear and such, I support this game. And I would love to see it finished, and I would love to see
cheerful day for cruising around the city.
A community formed around it. So this game has my seal of approval, even though I've kind of criticized it a few times here and there. But anyways, I think I'm just gonna call this a video right here. Now, for those of you who watch the channel, you may know that I said I wasn't going to do a whole lot of gaming videos. But that's pretty much all I can really do at the moment until I think of something new. So, the way I see it, I got to keep the channel active. if I'm gonna have a YouTube channel, really. But anyways, I guess I will see you all on the flip side.